Chair, can I get you to do the invitation?
Sure. Father, we thank you for this day and thank you for allowing us to see another meeting. We thank you for allowing us to be the stewards that you chose to be over Adams County, Lord God, on this day, on this time, in this era, Lord God. As we go throughout this meeting day, Lord God, we pray that if we have our ears on to listen, our heart set to receive, and our mind set to be receptive of whichever goes, whichever way, whether it's from the public to the board or whether it's from the board to the public, Lord God. Adams County has been set out to be that beacon on the hill, Lord God, and we're going to continue to strive to do that and work in harmony together in this state to be an example for the rest of the nation. Bless us, give us the ability to do that and many more, and to conduct our business, conduct the business of the county as well. These and many more blessings we ask you in Jesus' name, we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Chair. Can I get you to do the pledge, Mr. Bradford?
Veteran Service Officer does that. Let's go.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Next on the agenda.
Present.
I'm looking at everybody here, that's why let me call the roll. Supervisor Gray.
Present.
Supervisor Wilson.
Present.
Supervisor Gaines.
Yes.
Supervisor Middleton.
Present.
Paige Dean. Present. Randy Lewis. Present. County Attorney. Scott Slover. And County Administrator, Ms. Khan. And I'm present. Okay. Next, approval of the docket. Can I need to see it. See that? Where you see the minutes at?
You just gotta approve them first,
Okay,
anyway.
you can see them on here. Approval of the minutes.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton,
Second.
second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Next on the agenda is approval of the docket.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines.
Second.
And a second by Supervisor Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Next, I have the approval of the monthly and quarterly financial report. I need a motion.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton.
Second.
And a second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion?
Madam President, I just got one question. Probably can't answer it right now with everything going on and we not able to collect our taxes. So are we in good shape?
Yes, yes we are.
Thank you.
Financial shape. Everybody say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Okay, next on the agenda is special presentation, if any. Do you have any special presentations? None? Then we're gonna move on. County business, Mr. Jerry Ogden.
Good morning.
Come
How
on.
y'all doing today? Thank you for your time. The first two items are really minor, but they do need to be addressed. I have brought them to many people's attention before, but nothing's ever been done. Parkland Road needs to be corrected to the correct spelling. We need to add an N to the Parkland, A-R-D-M-A-N-N, to get that corrected. The other road that needs to be corrected is Daydreams at Kingston. Daydreams is 2 words, not 1 word. So we need to get that correct. I have brought that to many people's attention over the years, but I never brought it to this board.
We have a name change request, form that people can fill out and requires getting other people that live on the road to join in on it, since they'll be changing their addresses where they get mail and whatnot.
We need a name change even though
We just got the names
We got
spelled
the
on the
names.
sign.
Is the misspelled road, is that how people have been getting their mail? You know, then if so, you wanna make sure they're good with it, else it messes with the mail.
Do you think they're spelling it correctly on the mail and just the sign is wrong?
I have no idea.
Cause it's a sign he's saying.
It's just the sign that's
That's the
correct,
sign.
so the road is actually named correctly, but the sign's not. And that's the road department that would correct it.
That's what Robert.
I just wrote it down.
Huh?
I just wrote Orphan
Yeah,
Road down,
he's gonna get
Daydream down.
corrected.
2 words on Daydream, that end, Orphan Road.
But there still needs to be something looked into.
I'm gonna look into it and see what it was in the past. I mean, you know, I think we ordered them about what was there, but I will look into them.
What do you have on your road list?
I don't have it with me, but I guess what's on that is what we had. I mean, Daydream, they put 1 word, but he said it needs to be 2 words.
It's on Congress.
You know what the road registry says?
I think Daydream's a private road.
That's a private road.
I'll look into it.
Okay, thank you. Anything else?
Let me ask a question. By it being a private road, then, how do you handle that?
We wanna make sure the sign matches what the residents call the road. You can still have road signs connecting a public road and a private road, it's still allowed.
It's got TV on for private.
We get that taken care of. Anything else?
Okay, item number 2, I was here on April 6th, talking about the box covered on South Palestine Road. IMS Engineering was not able to meet that week. George Ford, he was supposed to call and set a meeting with me the following week, which would have been the week of April 13th through 17th. That meeting was never set, I was never called, so on the 17th, I started calling, left a message, called again the following week, left a message, called again, left a message, never returned a call. On April 30th, I called for the 4th time, I let a whole week go by, see what was gonna happen. April 30th, I called George Ford in the office that day. It's almost like he didn't know what I was talking about, but then as I went into the situation, he recalled. So I really question, you know, did he really remember or he just forgot me, whatever. But we're dealing with an engineering firm that's domiciled in Houston, Texas, I believe. They got an office in Jackson, Mississippi. We got good engineering firms sitting right here in our local area that we can get things done at the drop of a hat. When it comes to JKNS or when it comes to Marlin Engineering, what are we doing dealing with somebody in Jackson, Mississippi? And also, I do not know this personally, but I've also been told that a lot of their documents that they draw up for this county are not to state requirements. I personally don't know that, I'm telling you what I'm being told. I have not seen any of their documents and haven't gone to check their documents. So, I guess what I'm saying is, somebody's dropped the ball, we're trying to get situations solved on South Palestine Road, the engineering firm's not doing their job and not taking our business into first-hand consideration. Therefore, I think when the time comes up or whenever we can change, we need to reconsider this and using somebody 120 miles away from here. Especially whenever we got people right here in our local area that can do the work. But I hear George Ford is here to meet with me this morning, and he did say we're gonna meet on South Palestine Road after the board meeting today.
Anything else?
I've got another one, I'll bring it ahead. Y'all need to discuss this, go ahead and discuss it, or
Any discussion? You have anything to say, Mr. Ford?
Yeah, I wanted to say, it relates to him making statements about our drawing. Every drawing that we do for the county is submitted to the proper authority, is reviewed and is approved. Before we submit that drawing, before we submit that drawing to a bid for advertising. So I'm not sure where you heard that from, but it's not fair for him to stand before this board and say the drawings, anything that we have submitted, not fall into state standards, because they have to be approved by whatever governing agency or whatever funding agency before that project is let. We have to get authorization from that agency before that project is advertised. Now, I've scheduled a meeting with Mr. Ogden. I did not get any of those messages that he said he's called, and he said he left messages. I got a tab on Tuesday. And that was the first time I got a message that said I need to call Mr. Ogden. Mr. Ogden called me, and I had a conversation with Mr. Ogden. Immediately when he told me he was, I said we can meet Monday's board meeting. Prior to that, I had not received any messages or calls from Mr. Ogden. If he called and I know the message, I did not get it until that Tuesday, until this past Tuesday. I just want to go on the record and say that.
Why did we not set a meeting April 13th through the 17th that week?
I'm scheduled to meet with Mr.
Who
Ogden.
George work
Okay.
for? Who George work for?
Join
Who he work for? I am in.
us.
Okay then,
Okay.
that's who he work for. Let me say this. No disrespect to nobody, but you know, it's too many people come before this board with hearsay information and putting stuff out on people without doing they due diligence and try to find out the truth before they just come out here and put out information. Now, if you only knew what we done went through with some of these engineers, you probably need to be standing up there talking like you talking, because we done had total hell with some of these engineers. Not all of them, but with some of them.
Well, the two that I mentioned, I'm personal. I have business relations with both of them, and I've never had the first thing be questioned by the two.
Well, far as I know, as long as IMS been, with us, me personally, I ain't never had a complaint. They always say what a great job they doing. You the first one came up in here with it.
I'm just, that part, I don't see there what they file with this county or with the state.
Excuse me?
I don't see what they file with this county or the state.
You don't see it? You supposed to see it?
I'm not supposed to get it.
Okay.
But, you know, let's go back to April 13th, 17th. They're supposed to call and set a meeting with me. IMS Engineering, George Ford.
They supposed to do what?
He said that he would call and we would meet sometime between April 13th and 17th. We would set a meeting.
He just corrected that just then.
He did not rebut that, and furthermore, he did not call. And I called 3 times, they answered the phone, they passed me on to him, or they told me he was not in. So, first off, forget whether he got my message, right? The meeting was never set between the 13th and 17th. So anyway, on the 4th call, I got it, April 30th, 8:51 a.m. to be exact. Now, we're gonna meet, and we're gonna get that project underway, and the county's gonna get taken care of. And that,
And for clarity, I will go out and meet Mr. Ogden out of courtesy because of his Adams County resident, but no work will be performed without the authorization of the board of supervisors.
Thank you. Anything else?
next, trip to Hawaii. Hutchinsons, Miss Angela Hutchins and Mr. Ricky Gray maintain that attending such trips provides important networking opportunities and often results in federal or state funding for projects in Adams County. How many of these projects has anybody on this board been to? These conferences? I think that would be none. No answer. What have been the results of these trips? Well, I guess since nobody has been to any, there's been no result.
Mr. Ogden, I'm not gonna sit here every meeting and explain myself to you.
The county needs to know, y'all are
I
spending our
have
money.
explained that once, and I'm not gonna continue to explain it every
What
meeting.
projects have been obtained and what money has been obtained for
This
Adams
3
County?
minutes up.
Okay,
What projects have been obtained and what money has been obtained by these projects? Do I not get an answer? residents of Adams County get an answer? Ms. Hutchins, also, I believe you stated that all the supervisors in Claiborne County were going. Are all 5 of them going?
I'm quite sure you've already looked that up.
Ma'am,
I'm quite sure you've already looked that up.
you already looked at what?
I said, I'm quite sure you have already looked that up.
No, I have not. There's 5 supervisors in Claiborne. I looked at what you said in the paper. You said they were all going. Are they all 5 going to the conference?
Go look it up.
Ma'am?
Go look it up.
It's pretty bad when you can't answer a question.
I can answer. You say you been around here a long time?
I've lived here since, I was born here, and I've lived here since I was 9 years old.
So let me ask you a question. When back with opposition pretense was going on, when they were stealing everything from this county and having everything on their private property and taking the county equipment and farming their property, was you here then? Or did you have a complaint about that?
That would have been when I was pretty young, and,
You know about it now?
yeah, I didn't have any of it. I didn't do any of it.
So, Mr. Oliver, no disrespect,
I
no
never asked the
disrespect,
county official for anything and never will.
with no disrespect, what are you trying to get out of this?
The money of Adams County needs to be spent properly, prudently, and for the benefit of this county. And there's a conference in Hawaii, which nobody can answer me any questions I asked so far.
We've answered all those questions for the last 2 months, and I'm not gonna continue to answer them with
I
you.
read the paper. This lady over here told me I needed to read the paper more.
Okay?
That's how I got the information. It's right here. But I don't understand why the board, members of this board, can't answer the questions that they know the answer. If you don't know the answers, what are you doing sitting on this board? Mr. Gray, do you have the answers?
What you wanna know the answer to?
How many trips has people on this board taken to this National Black Conference?
National Black Conference, we go every year,
Sir,
we go every year.
have you, the people on this board been every year?
I don't know,
That's what I'm asking.
ask them, I go every year. I've been going for a long time.
Mr. Ogden, we used to give people 3 minutes. You have had more than 3 minutes. We need
Answer
to
the
move on.
questions and I'll sit down.
Question has been answered numerous of times,
If they've been answered a number of
and
times.
yes, funding
answer.
has been bought back from these conference. And if you was reading the paper or in these meetings, you would know that money has been bought back.
I did not know that.
Well, now you know.
How much?
We just got over, what, $1 million?
I didn't
That,
know.
for South, you did not know? For Cary Road and Martin Luther King, you did not know that? Well, now you
But you
know.
got $1 million for Martin Luther King?
It was for Cary Road and Martin Luther King.
Come from this national conference meeting?
Coming from a conference,
Okay.
and it all includes that, yes.
Do you think it's prudent to spend this money to go that way?
Yes, if it's gonna bring back money to improve his, community,
All right,
I do.
notify everybody in the paper on the front page how much money you get. Let the people know.
We do. It'll be in the paper. If you would read the paper, like Ms. Jan said,
I've been reading it for the past month to be sure I didn't miss them.
okay, for a month, right. Okay, well, let's move on. Next on the agenda is Mr. Justin Correa.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for your time.
Thank
Appreciate it. My name is Justin Cockrell. I work with Entergy in implementing their energy efficiency program specifically for small businesses and municipalities, both city and county governments. And their program, of which we can see you guys have 28 eligible accounts under that program. I'll get into that in a second, but the program pays 80% of the cost to upgrade the facilities to LED lighting from its current lighting. So like this building would qualify, and when I mentioned 28 accounts, some of those might be, that's 28 based on usage. It's 100 kW in demand or less on average in a year. And so some of those 28 accounts that I mentioned might be like power to a well or crossing signal or something like that. So some of that has to be weeded down to the actual facilities. But you guys do have several facilities that are eligible for that program. That's a true 80% that Entergy pays. In other words, it's not credits over time on your bills. It's, if the building would cost $10,000 to convert to LED, Entergy pays $8,000 of it, leaving the customer to just pay the remaining 20%. The engineer with, the way the process works, engineer from Entergy will perform the lighting audit on the facility. That then generates paperwork that has the breakdown of the program, but it also has specific information on it, savings, payback, and that kind of thing. The engineer for Entergy will actually be in this area tomorrow. With the board's blessing, I would like to have that engineer visit this building and do the takeoff on this building as a starting point, or if there is a facility that's in more need than like the one that we're in now, certainly folks, but I'd like to offer that up on one location to start with so that the board sees the program, Entergy's name on it, understands everything with it, and then it goes, it can go from there. As far as their caps with a certain customer, they concentrate on the caps at specific locations. So for Adams County, just because all of the buildings obviously are underneath Adams County, that wouldn't prevent you from taking advantage of it the same way commercial sides or any other counties or cities can. That every facility is looked at differently for both the 80-20 split cap, which is 15,000. We very rarely get facilities that have to go above that where the percentages aren't 80-20 anymore. Most every facility is going to come in well under 15,000 for the 80% portion. But every building is different, and the county is not capped as far as the total amount of incentives that can be issued to the county for that. So I know that was a lot of information. Not sure if you guys are familiar with it before or not. Our focus has been to try to get to areas that we haven't seen record of taking advantage of those programs, with the goal to have 90% of the service territory area on the public side to be converted. So if you have any questions for me.
Go ahead. Supervisor Wilson.
Y'all do that free of charge, when you look at the buildings?
I'm sorry.
You do that free of charge?
Yes, yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes, there's no cost at all for that.
Is this something Johnny could meet the guy and go around to different buildings and look at?
Missy?
Johnny's shorthanded right now, I don't know that this would be a good time, and he's gonna be out Friday.
Anybody else?
Like
Bobby?
you said, you start with this building,
Yeah.
Yeah.
wouldn't necessarily need
You
to
know,
be with him right now.
I just did this building.
Missy will be here in this building, so.
Yeah, and what that will encompass is really all the engineers we would see is every light that's in the building, but anything beyond that, won't be any more invasive than that. At some point, Missy, I think, and he may address that tomorrow, get an opportunity with you to look through and be able to determine just how many buildings
Energy
qualify
commissioner.
and how many are
Yeah.
affiliated.
Yeah.
Need a motion?
Can I get a
Motion.
Motion by Supervisor Wilson, can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Supervisor Middleton, any discussion?
If you're gonna allow her, Energy will contact the county administrator, priority county buildings you wanna look at, if you're proposing an 80-20 kind of grant or whatever, present over to us to get
Yes, sir.
energy efficiency, is that right?
That's correct, yes, sir. And able to complete that tomorrow, I can come back and present the findings to the board at the next board meeting, and go from there. Thank you.
Great.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Next on the agenda is Mr. Brown Caulfield. Neil Shepherd.
Good morning, board. My name is Graham Cofelt. I am with Neil Shaver Engineers. I serve as our aviation discipline lead for the company, and I've been fortunate to help Carl and Missy out with everything going on at the airport right now. John's been a huge partner for us in transforming the terminal building. And our role is more on the civil engineering side. We have two board action items, I believe, in front of y'all today for an ARC vehicle, it's an airport rescue and firefighting vehicle, and also a runway safety area assessment. So FAA comes into the airport on an annual basis and does inspections. And the runway safety area for the airport was tagged as something that they want to take a further engineering study for. So we have one board item here to look at the slopes and the grade around the runway safety area for the main commercial service runway. And then the second action item is Natchez Adams County Airport was awarded a congressional earmark in 2024 for $900,000 for a new ARC truck. So the way that this works is you have to obligate the money on a grant by the end of federal fiscal year 2026. Otherwise, that earmark goes away. So that's a $900,000 earmark. We've talked to Carl and Mitzi and the Airport Advisory Board. We believe that it's in the best interest of the county to move up an index. What the county currently has right now at the airport is what's called a rapid response vehicle. It's about a 450-gallon rapid response vehicle for small aircraft. With the start of commercial service at the airport, we believe that, there's opportunities for charter aircraft, for college sports teams that are local, or for any other business entity that they want to upgrade aircraft to a larger aircraft over the CRJ 200 that's going to fly out for United. Anything over that has to be an index B, so that comes up to a 1,500-gallon truck. It's a significant upgrade for the airport, and while the earmark is there, we want to take advantage of that earmark. So the budget for that truck is about $1.2 million. Just want to make sure that everyone on the board of supervisors is aware of that. So those are the two items that I want to present today and make introductions as well. So pleasure to meet y'all.
Mr. You have anything?
I'll start with the ARC truck. We gotta get one. The one we have now, it functions, but sometimes it doesn't function like it should. So we definitely need to take advantage of that $900,000 and then put in another $300 and get a new ARC truck. And like you said, we can bring in more charters than what, right now it's just private people that come in. But we could bring in charters if we had a better ARC truck. We would keep the current ARC truck and be a backup, but we need a new ARC truck. That's just the bottom line.
And that's another $300,000 we need to have.
Yes, we would
So
have that.
where the funding gonna come from?
I'll find it, but we will have it. This will be something that'll be another fiscal year, because we have to order it. And what's the lead time on it? 24 months?
Correct. It's more
Okay.
closer to probably
Yeah, about
40.
next.
Yeah, so
Closer to
it's gonna fall
48
into the
months
next
before you
budget
take the
year, or
delivery.
even the next, so.
Scott, would you have anything?
That's great, had a waiting list 48 months long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
our truck business guy.
You heard the request, can I get a motion?
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton, can I get a second? Second by Supervisor Gaines, any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Anything else?
And then the other proposal that he was discussing is something that we have to do, for the FAA to keep, to do the study. So I'm recommending that you take his, suggestion and let them do this, the survey or request that was, asked of the FAA.
You have the request?
And just if I could clarify real quick, this is a grant from FAA. They added about $70,000 in funding for Adams County. So this is a 95.5% match, so 95% federal funded, 5% local match. So 2.5 of that 5% is gonna come from NDOT, so the local match on this is relatively small.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines, can I get a second? Second by Supervisor Wilson, any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Next on the agenda, we have Mr. Trevor Bruce, the Centos.
Morning.
Good morning.
Thank y'all for making the compliment this morning. My name is Travis Broussard for Centos. Centos has a pre-existing relationship with the county. We currently provide uniforms and facility services for the airport with Mr. Carl, as well as a direct purchase line for the roads department with their eViz safety apparel. I was hoping to be able to come before the board today and present you with new items that we can provide to the county, as well as a better operating function for your roads department, similar to what we do for the airport. So we have enough eViz and high-vis striping to be able to meet all DOTD requirements for your roads departments that are working on the asphalt directly, as well as the eViz and high-vis striping for guys that are doing any kind of lawn maintenance or tree work service near roadways. So we have the categories to be able to solve any kind of issues for both of those requirements. The eViz pants that we have are these here with the boot striping on the legs. So this is what's required by DOTD for any kind of on-road asphalt work for that. So it's going to be the 2 stripes around each leg, and we have them obviously on both legs there. And that's something that we can offer for the county. We are in the state of Mississippi state contract entity, which is how we were able to provide services for the county airport and how we can do it for the roads department as well. Anybody that will be on the roadways for DOTD regulations is required to wear neon high-vis coloration like this. This is a Class 2 certification with the 2 bars around the waist as well as across the shoulders like this. So it is able to meet those classifications for Class 2 visibility for DOTD. Anybody that's going to be near roadways does not necessarily have to have it. So anybody that's doing side or right-of-way maintenance on the side of roads does not have to have them. They can wear either of these 2 eViz safety apparel shirts, which has the striping on the sleeves and across the backs here. These 2 shirts are something that we are piloting with the Concordia Parish Police Jury across the river. We currently are utilizing these services for FRC gear and high-vis gear to the town of Vidalia across the river as well. And your guys are currently wearing some of our older style garments that aren't necessarily meeting the same standard of visibility as well as comfort with these lighter weight polyester garments that we can offer to the county.
Anybody have any questions?
We ordered a gray one,
You say you did order the
we do, we've had them several years, and we've got the IVS jacket, you know, same thing, through the winter and the hat, so.
Yeah, does Robbie have your contact information?
I've not meet with Mr. Robbie yet, but I can provide him with pricing for all.
Yeah, I would suggest he gets with Robbie, if Robbie's interested in it, and brings it forward.
Perfect.
Okay,
All right.
thank
so
you.
much.
Appreciate it. Okay. Next, city government business. Do we have any city business? Any city business?
Okay, I found this on the web for government business. Do we have any?
Yes, Siri does.
The workforce, MOU is working along, and we should get everything circulated by the end of this week. So it's nothing substantially different from what we previously talked about, so.
Okay. Have everybody on this board read that, the workforce? Okay.
There'll be, like The co-lens had a couple of things that they wanted to kind of just clarify, but it hadn't changed the general structure of anything. So,
Have you sent anything over to the city yet?
oh, yes.
So they have it also?
Oh, yes.
So it came from you?
I sent it to Debbie, I think works for the city right now, and she sent it to the city. And I've sent y'all county stuff, and I've sent the school board for everything it works.
So is there
And
gonna,
Tawana has
Big
everything
conference.
from Jacob, so.
gonna be any funding involved?
It's gonna be added funding, the current funding that we have should not change.
What is the current funding?
All the entities provide local match of $33,000, and there are 2 major grants that have been obtained. DRA, I forget the other ones, which one that one's from, but those 2 would continue to be used for workforce here for this Adams County
So
area.
everybody gonna pay the same thing?
That's correct.
Okay.
It's been very productive, very productive. Tawana been doing a good job, with this, and DRA been, that grant money been extensionally great. You know?
Yeah, the entities
Mhm.
are in line with that too. They don't have a problem with doing it, so.
And they said they will continue to do it. Okay. Next, departmental reports.
Good morning,
Good morning.
NFS for Adams County, we have one dispatch. I'm gonna start by giving you numbers of the calls that we have for the whole month of April. Natchez PD had 1,014, Natchez Fire Department had 34, Adams County SO had 569. Also, I want to request that we, move forward with rapid SOS for our mapping system for the other building. Pending, Scott has a copy pending him, one over the contract for us. The yearly cost is gonna be $12,278.86 with $2,500, advance setup fee.
You got your Scott?
Just got handed to me, unless, I don't know if Matt gave it to me earlier, but
No.
Mitzi has put it in my hands.
Yeah, that's fine.
Very dangerous, but
I said pending his approval of the contract.
So you need to read over that and everything.
I'll have to plant over it and make sure it's good, and if it's something we didn't use before, we use it the same, and then move forward, we'll take a look and see.
Okay. Do we need to approve this pending your review?
Yes, please.
Okay, can I get a motion? Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines, can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Supervisor Wilson, any discussion?
What are we using now?
We using Resilient.
And how much does it cost?
I don't know, that was already, right, how much does Resilient cost now? Well, he has it set up with other departments, so it's.
I'm just curious how much it's gonna change.
Keep in mind, it's 2 different mapping systems that we're talking about. The Resilience was Easy 911, that was used by the tax assessor, the tax collector, and the GSI, there, Peter Dale was using that to do map builders, and that's what we use for the 911 housing and address, and that's the mapping system they use. But the 911 system they use on the CAD is a different system. So that's what I'm saying, her project is just for the 911 center, not for the address part of it.
He was asking how much you paying for it now for our department.
Whatever
No,
service.
y'all don't use it. That's what I'm saying, it's a county, the board of supervisors, got this system, the tax collector's supposed to use the tax assessor's supposed to be using it, but they went with a different system. So we've been utilizing this system just in ours, just for the addressing and to build roads, like Robert Avenue Road, we put that on the system with that, that's where that comes from. And I think we only pay maybe like $3,000, $4,000 for that.
Could that system not be used for 911?
No, that's an older system. They do have an upgrade on that, with that. So that same company has a 911 system on that. I got a preview with them tomorrow to see what they offer. So,
I just want to make sure we're not duplicating.
yeah. Now, if you just go home, they gonna meet tomorrow?
Yeah, it's not,
Yeah.
it's not duplicated.
Okay,
It's
Supervisor
totally
Gaines.
different.
So,
I did have demos with different vendors, and honestly, Rapid SOS was more, so I got to go down on the price, so it went down to $12,000, $23,000. So I'm trying to get the cheapest one that we can use to get without this.
Supervisor
So-
Gaines.
I had something for my report, dealing with this, and it's actually now, I think it's Kevin, actually would be Kevin's, constituent at 29 Red Fox Drive, which is Russ Fairbank, and it's the mapping system. And he said that, he bought one of these electric cars, and Manor Hill Drive is showing on this road, and it's going in somebody's backyard. And, Manor Hill Drive also has no ingress or egress. He said, it's Collin Drive, which is a current paved route and portion that need to be upgraded. So I brought that up, because I was gonna bring it up in my, monthly report, but whoever we get, we definitely gonna need a upgrade and definitely need to get these roads right, because with the technology going to everybody buying the self-driving cars and stuff like this, and I think his car trying to drive in somebody else's backyard. So we definitely need to try to get that, you know, whoever we pick. I'm just giving y'all an issue that was brought to my attention. I don't know if you ever contacted me.
I think he texted me too, but.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah, basically what it is, everybody have to understand, when you Google a map, you base off satellite imagery.
Yeah.
Okay? So satellites are great, but they only go to pick what they see. The way we did it, our data, Ms. Connie, she drives the road, so she get exact longitude data on the roads and houses, which that's more accurate than a satellite. But satellites imagery is out there, that's the new technology going, but what has to happen is, the data that she does on the ground, the leg work, it has to be uploaded
In the system.
in the system. So that's what I'm saying, so it got to be uniform across the board on that, we working daily with that. So, like I say, you know, that's something that we gonna have to look at, what we have to do with that.
Yeah, okay. Well, I just wanted to bring that to attention that it was an issue, and to keep it from being a reoccurring issue with, you know, our technology moving up in the upgrade of cars, you know, I was gonna bring that up, and so y'all finna get a new map, you know, working on getting a new mapping system. We definitely need to make sure it's accurate now. All right, I yield the floor.
Okay, any other questions?
Yeah, carry the motion.
Any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have the motion carried.
Good morning, my name is Patrick Martin, I'm the comptroller for Adams County. I just had to travel in June for the conference, June 15th through 19th.
You heard the request, can I get a motion? I think you've already taken care of, I think I included everyone that were.
Okay, I got it.
She got it, I've already
I'm
taken
in
it.
a copy of it.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I've already. She has it.
She said,
Okay, probably need to get it from her, cause she took all the originals with her, so you help me to check with her.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Michelle Riley, Adams County Sanitation Department. Just want to let everybody know we billed out 5,840 bills today. We have collected on some back debts, but we do still have some complaints about our system being down. And what we just want to do around the time that we were shut down. And we did have a few complaints about them not picking them up when it rained. We had continuous rain, but they did go out Saturday. To the houses, they did pick them on Friday.
I got a question.
Okay.
Do you get a lot of those postcards coming back to you, that are mailed out that no address found or something, anything like that?
I did previously, but they have a new way to send me, the bills. It's a text system that they set up now, and I individually go in now and exclude those bills from being sent out. So we actually cut down on the piles to where we only get about this much every month now, in opposed to getting stacks like this every month.
Cause I've had a couple of postal workers say there's addresses that don't even exist. Like
When they send
120
them
Duck
back-
Pond Road being one of them, I think.
Yeah, but they send them
It's a
back
fire
and say
hydrant.
no vacancies, or this is undeliverable, or something of that nature. We take them and we go in the system and say do not print, down, do not bring. And that cuts down, it's been cutting down our postage. It's been helping to cut down the amount of postage.
No, thank you.
All right, any other questions?
Good morning, board.
Good morning.
Sam Lamont, Veteran Service Officer for the county. Don't really have too much for you this morning, but, to let you know that, the next board meeting, I would have all the, scheduled events for the upcoming Memorial Day weekend. And also I have a flyer printed out for the upcoming, stand down in June. So that's all I have, pending any, questions from the board.
Anybody have any questions for him? Thank you, we appreciate all the work you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, board. Terrence Bailey, tax collector. I don't necessarily have anything I need approval on. I just want to provide an update. I know that many county offices are back operational and functional, but the tax collector's office, we're still not able to process any part tags. So it's becoming a norm to like the constituents and the citizens because they need their car tags. They, people travel, law enforcement are pulling people over, because their tags are expired, but I don't know where we are with that. I texted Vontae this morning, actually, for the meeting here, we told me that he provided Mrs. Khan with an update on that. But from a summary of what he told me, is it seems as if that because of the crash, it created an issue with the firewall that the state of Mississippi uses. And because that we are like a multi-state agency, because we print tags and we have people coming in from multiple states, it's grown larger than Adams County. So it's an issue at the state level now. And I did talk to someone at the state, and they're saying that it could possibly be months before they get this back up. So I guess what I need more so is advice from the board, because people, they're looking for something to be able to present to officers. Now the PD, so everyone locally knows what's going on, but you're traveling over there or you're traveling further, we run into issues with people getting stopped. I haven't been able to provide you anything because I don't know anything.
So, I had talked to Devontae Friday, and I'm going to reach out to the Department of Revenue and see if I can get this fast-tracked. I think they're just doing it as, they would normally do business, but this is an emergency, so I am gonna reach out to them today. And I'll give it to you.
Okay.
What can they get at a tax collection office?
So I don't know legally if I can provide any type of printout documentation. I was gonna ask you about that because I don't mind doing it if I can do that because.
Can you, well, let's get together, I'll get with Terrence and talk to him.
That's what I was thinking, maybe put together some kind of.
And then we'll do an
form
announcement.
and then, and get it
Go
notarized
code
or
red on
something.
it after, is that all right?
Yeah.
I just don't know, and the sheriff can probably speak on this, I just don't know long-term, if we start handing out these forms saying they're unable to purchase a tag right now, how long are they gonna try to present these and drag this out?
That's why we're gonna look at a solution that works, not.
They can be purchased online,
Yeah.
correct?
We can't even get into the tag system, period. We have no access. My department has no access to the tag system.
Maybe.
That's the Martin, right?
Right.
I mean Marvin.
Martin.
But I mean, a taxpayer cannot, a vehicle owner cannot go online and renew their car tag?
They can go in there and pay the renewal fee, but we can't print a sticker form, or we can't provide them with the tag because we can't log on to Martin.
But if they pay it online, the renewal fee, they will get a receipt that it was
Yeah, they
paid,
get a receipt that
which
it
is
was.
better than a
Yes,
form that says, we can't get a tag right now.
Right. And as far as the online process, I may need to speak with Taylor, which is our credit card provider, but typically it goes 15 days out. So if the tag expired in March, then we have until April 15th to go online, and then April 16th, it shuts off and we'll be able to go online and renew it.
I need a tag.
I need one too.
Sheriff's been watching
When they renew online, Terrence, when they renew online, are you mailing the tag sticker to them, or is Department of Revenue doing it?
When they renew online, it's mailed from my department. If it renews online, it prints in my department, it mailed from my department. And so
It's a bad deal.
it's a very bad deal, yeah. And I don't understand IT, but from what I understand, there's some type of VPN tunnel that has to be set up, and again, that goes through C-Spire, and then it has to go through all 50 state agencies, so it's really bad. I mean, there's been no collection coming in, there's been no
you said that you said before the system can come back
The guy
up?
that I talked to, the IT director I talked to on last week, he told me that it was 3 months. When Hines County had this issue, it was 3 months for Hines County to get back fully functional. So I'm not sure how that, I'm not sure. Like I said, I've been kind of on the back end of it. The ones that did provide me an update this morning, and that's what he told me that he spoke with his client about it. So.
Okay. So we're gonna let Ms. give up the, okay, and then you get back with.
All right, thank you.
And supervisors, just so y'all know, right now, we're holding up on those type of things, so we don't backlog the system until this is resolved. We're just getting the hash right now.
I think the police department need to know too, in case they stop someone.
Yeah,
You inform them? Okay. All right, great. Thank you.
Good morning, board.
Morning.
Spencer Stutzman, Adams County Tower and Internal Permit Processor. Have one item today. T-Mobile requests a permit to place additional equipment on an existing Crown Castle Tower site located at 58 Honeybee Lane. The project will remove 2 outdated remote radio units and place 2 new 5G remote radio units. The placement of this additional equipment will upgrade this tower serving portions of Highway 61 South and improve 5G network service in that area. Ordinance requirements have been met and fees have been paid. And I request the board to approve this T-Mobile application.
You heard the request?
Second.
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton and a second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Thank you.
Yeah.
You have something?
Does anybody know when the last time there's been a pay increase on that?
We aren't allowed to make any margins on those. We charge them our true cost to do these permits.
Is it on ours or is it on somebody else?
What's that?
What is it on?
For permitting, we charge whatever our costs are. That's what the.
No, I'm talking about the tower. Who tower is it?
I don't know who owns it, probably American Tower.
This tower belongs to Crown Castle,
Okay.
USA.
So do the county get anything off of that?
When they initially put it up, it was probably $500,000. County gets, what, 15% tax
Yeah, you get, so.
on that every year.
Yeah, you get, they pay personal property taxes on the towers unless they own the real property, in which case they pay the real and the towers. For permitting fees, when someone comes and adds to it, we can charge them more because it's probably more expensive equipment or newer equipment, so their taxes will increase on those.
So are we doing that?
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
but believe me, because Peggy gets into it with these tower companies all the time.
I'm just making sure.
All in favor say aye.
Anybody else? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You have something else?
No.
Okay, all in favor say aye. Did we carry that motion?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, what else you have?
That's all.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Anything else? Lynette, you have anything?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Good morning, board.
Good morning.
So we had, 389, 911 requests, 275 transports. The city was 7 minutes and 13 seconds for 92%, and the county was 11:59 for 94%. We had 50 refusals for treatment and transport, 11 no patient founds. We had 33 canceled prior to arrival, and we had an increase again in site. We're up at 29 right now, going into the hotter months. So we saw a slight increase there. 177 multiple calls, which multiple units on calls at the same time or simultaneously in the county. 30 medical flights. And then we had, for a total request, this is 911 and 911 inclusive, 920 total requests for the month. Employee of the month was Abby Graves, EMT Basic, acknowledged for her, being a student currently in paramedic school online. So she's able to take that, go to school, and continue working and not be out of any kind of revenue or anything, income like that. So does the board have any questions for me, concerns, issues, or other ones?
Did anyone have any questions? Any questions?
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Tim.
Good morning, board.
Good morning.
I'm just gonna be real quick. I just wanna give you an update. I've had conversations with the contractor, on Morgantown Road Phase 1. He anticipates beginning the week of the 11th, coming out doing the drainage, improvements. There is conversation between the contractor and myself and him not related to some traffic control items for a couple of driveways that, the contractor wants to implement, traffic signal. And that is kind of, not necessarily on board yet, so they've asked us to coordinate with the district supervisor to see if we can get some buy-in with the residents about the proposed traffic control that will require them to share driveway, and if they put a traffic signal to allow them to park inside the closed area, we'd like to coordinate that, but I'll get with the supervisors about that, at a later date, to try to get that coordinated to make sure that we don't hinder the start of construction on that project. With that being said, they also submitted another subcontract agreement, and this is for Lane Line LLC. They will be handling the striping for the project, so we're just requesting board authorization to allow APAC to subcontract the striping to Lane Line LLC.
You heard the request?
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Graves and a second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carries.
As for the EWP, the concern, the contractor is currently performing work on Upper Kingston and 13 Johnson Circle. They've done all their work on Upper Kingston. They will be starting to install the river raft ditch, which is going to be grouted soon. They also moved over 13 Johnson out to the range to try to construct both projects at the same time, so they're making progress on those two projects. EWP, now we want to the state aid projects. I provided everyone with construction estimates for all of the state aid roads based on the annual maintenance report. I provided that list, and let you know, I determined out once for each road. These roads are current state aid projects that we're allowed to do maintenance on. I'm gonna let you know the beginning and the end as well as how long that road is. We also provide you with the proposed work for each one of those roadway segments based on the recommendation from state aid. And we gave you an estimated cost. Now, the estimated cost includes the construction costs as well as the 5% contingency, as well as the engineering fees. So when we put that project in the state aid system, that final amount will be the amount that will be programmed for that, for each one of those projects. So once you all have had opportunity to review it and determine which projects you all want to do, just let me know, we can get those projects programmed. In the back of that document, I also provided you with the status of funds. Now, that status of the fund was as of last month. This morning, on my way down, it should look like, this document should look like this. Should look
I
like-
didn't get a copy.
You need a copy of the entire, the entire,
This you got it?
yes.
Thank you.
All right. Just note that number at the top has been changed from 4578 to 4695. They've added some more on to the for the county. The very top number for the state aid funds, the balance to be programmed said 4578, and only now 4695. And that's because I just got it on my way down here this morning. And the last item at the very bottom, you'll see your state aid bridge program, that's your SAPP fund. You notice that you have $805,000. Of course, that money is the end of your term as well, so, there are some available state aid bridges that fall under the state aid bridge SAPP funds that we can program as well. So you may want to consider that as well. What I can do is I can email everyone a copy of the eligible SAPP projects, so you all can look at that project, find, see where they are, and come up with which one of the bridges you would like to have as well. And I'll also in that email provide the recommendation that came from state aid, as which bridge they think should be used. Are there any questions for me?
And I don't have any questions?
I don't have a question, man, but keep doing what you're doing, cause they got a bad spirit going around in this country. Just keep doing what you're doing, man.
Appreciate it. If there are no additional questions from me, that's my time, I appreciate you all.
Thank you. I have a question. I think, did we mention Cary Road? Did you have any information on Cary Road or?
So the contract is currently developing, getting their contracts in order for that project.
What happened?
The contracts for Pier Road Site 2 in Jerusalem Church, the contract sharing generating their contract, getting their funds. So once I get that, I'll email it, get it signed, and then we can start construction on that project.
Okay, that's Cary and Margaret King, right?
Cary
But
and
it's, I know you had gotten a call about Cary Road, somebody had questioned me about a contractor. And they were saying that what phase they were gonna start first, because they knew they had contracted out, phase, it must be gonna go into two different phases.
Yeah, so in Pier Road, you have two sites. I'm not sure how, but once you go to Pier Road, there's one large site to the left, and there's a smaller site to the right. With the funding, we did the project to the right in Jerusalem Church. Now we know how much money and funding is available, we can now design the Pier Road site number 1, that would be a separate project.
Okay.
And if we need additional funds, I can get those bids, and of course, we can reach out to MLCs at that time. But as of right now, the contract is contracted to do, all these do their bonds together for Pier Road site number 2 in Jerusalem Church.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you all.
Good morning, board.
Good morning.
Brad Brown, Adams County Emergency Manager. First of all, on the E911 side, I want to introduce Ms. Siobhan Lee. She's going to be the new Adams County E911 house number and administrator. So I just want to bring her to the board to meet all the supervisors.
Welcome.
Can you make a little name? Yeah. Next, I got a request to travel to the Mississippi 911 Coordinators Workshop in West Point, Mississippi, May 26th and 27th. The Mississippi Coordinator, they don't pay for the event, so I just need.
That's
just
approved.
travel. Yeah.
You heard the request, can I get a motion? Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Next, the volunteer fire side. I want to ask the board, want to request to do a one-year contract with Stu Hanson, just like I do on the EMA side. The same procedure Scott has. He's going to help out as the deputy fire coordinator, to help attend meetings, to help out with the airport, the 5-year plan, the maintenance, trying to get our fire rating in the county down. So Stu, he's come with 30+ years of fire experience from Wyoming. So he's well versed in fires, EMA, law enforcement, EMT. So I think I met him at the store. And we built a relationship. He saw the truck, he came up to me, we met, we got to talking. He said, I'm moving to Mississippi and I want to do something. So he's been helping out. He's been on the ground installing smoke detectors, doing great in the community and stuff like that. So I do have money on the board. I want to ask them, to approve his one-year contract, just like my other contract employees. No benefits or nothing. He's retired, so he just wants to continue his work here at Adams County while he's living here.
Okay, and you said we are paying him some kind of stipend?
Yeah, it's say $1,000 a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have paperwork for it?
Yes.
What's his name?
Stu.
Stuart Atkins?
Anderson.
Just EWART. Anderson.
It's the same one.
Yeah. Anderson?
I need paperwork. You heard the request. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton and a second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Thank you. Got anything you want to say?
Just glad to be here in Mississippi. Haven't experienced one of your humidity festivals yet.
It's
We
coming.
will. I know, be patient. But I will say this, I used to live at 8,000 feet, so this lower level is nice, and then a humid day
humidity. But there's no 3 and 4 foot of snow to shovel here, which is a very good thing, believe me. So my wife and I are glad to be here. So thank you.
Brad, getting back here in August. And let's see.
Okay. Now, he signed a contract, he going that way, he good.
When he's 20 pounds lighter.
Okay. Next on the EMA side, I want to request to participate in the Mississippi Department of Rehabilitation Services. I know we do that now. Mitzi has somebody, they reached out to me, and they have some individuals that they need to help get back into the offices, so I want my office to participate in that. I know we get summer students, but this program, they pay for everything, working comp, all of that. It's 4 hours a day, 4 hours, part-time for them. So I want my office to participate in that program too, just like we did with the other guy for the safe room.
Can we table that and discuss it? I've got a few things that are concerns about I need to address with you.
Okay. That's all I have. Then one item for the tournament.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
You have something?
Mr. Brown,
Hey,
I, talked to the manager over the USDA, and they asked me, stopped and asked me, they wanted like being on our contact list, cause when the weather get bad and they close and they don't know the close and stuff like that, and, they said like in drought areas, you know, we have storms and they would like to be added to the list. Our emergency list, like when storms coming, when we gonna have closures and stuff like that. So they wanted to be, they say they should have been on, there was somebody they didn't know, so I was gonna ask you, is that okay? Is something that we can work, that y'all can communicate and get them added to that text or something?
well, they're a federal agency.
Okay.
So perhaps we kind of keep it at the lowest level, but if they just want a courtesy call.
Yeah.
I can get with McGee, and he can give a courtesy call in there, but
Yes.
I wanna add it to the system in their federal agency.
Okay, I just wanted, and I didn't know, so that's why you
Yeah.
asked questions, you don't tell folks,
Yeah.
yeah, you just ask questions.
Now, if they live here in Adams County,
Yeah.
they should sign up for the hike range.
Yeah,
So they should, if they, I can check and see if they live here, make sure they sign up for it, therefore, they legal, they liable, they can get this information.
okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'll give
We'll
this.
check it out. All right, appreciate it.
Good morning.
Morning.
All right, I'll be simple. I've got a cash request for the Adams County Home Project. It is the last construction request on Ms. Barbara Smith's house. It's for $26,482.50 for COP construction. And then there's some admin fees here, $5,450 for Southwest Mississippi Planning and Development District. And I'll probably have one more cash request just for the closeout, admin fees related to the closeout package. Just so you know, Angela, I'll let Cedar Cobb, the contractor, know, he can tell him just Friday that he can let Barbara go ahead and start moving in, so if you wanna go out there and, anyway.
I get with
All
them.
right.
We need to get that approved. I'm gonna make a motion on that.
I'll second.
Got a motion by Supervisor Hutchins and a second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Thank you.
I don't have the physical cash request with me for these signs, so I'll get that to Paige, I guess. Send this, and I'll let you know.
And thank you.
Thank y'all.
Good morning, board.
Morning.
Have a few things this morning. First thing I have, I've got a wheel loader coming off in August. I wanna buy back. I'm gonna reach out to the, auction company to give us a price on it like we always do, but I'd like to get, permission to go ahead and advertise and start putting the package together, get ready to advertise.
You heard the request. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Thank you. Next thing I have, 10 Rackler Road, last board meeting, or the week before, we discussed it, went out, me and Supervisor Gaines and, Attorney Slover went out, met the homeowner, and
reach out to the attorney, one day last week, and I had the concerns, I wanted to make sure we clean it up, but I do wanna make sure that we are legal in what we cleaning. You know, I told him, you know, get into the legal work, if he got somebody else's property over there, and make sure that whatever we do, that we don't end up being liable for cleaning up stuff, which it is a menace, and we're gonna move forward, but we need to have a good direction, you know, we don't wanna, go do something and give him some more help to do, yeah. So I did reach out to the attorney, if he got anything he needs to say.
Yes, well, I was like, let's meet with, maybe grab another supervisor, let's meet and figure out our game plan, how to address it.
Robbie, the tire still reproducing out there?
Yes.
Yes.
Miraculous.
Like rabbits? Yeah, okay.
Okay, all right, thank y'all. So we're gonna get together, me, Scott, and Supervisor Gaines and another supervisor, what you want to do, Attorney Slow. Okay.
Anyone
Thank you.
volunteer?
Next thing I have, board to, myself and Meg travel to Rankin County. I'm the treasurer, she's the secretary of Road Manager Association. We're giving away scholarships to the North Central and South, districts, and they'd like for me to present the check to the person who got a scholarship in Rankin County.
So
It's just up there and back.
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Winter storm cleanup, Hank's been working with FEMA. She's got it pretty much winding down. By next board meeting, we should have a good cost estimate of what the county should receive from them on the storm cleanup. Mitzi, I don't know if you look at getting another account or what we do when we get the money, where you put it.
Okay. Is there stipulations that we have to have it, put it in a separate account, do you know?
I don't know, maybe.
I'll get with
It
Meg.
should be a reimbursement.
Yeah, just reimbursement is what it is. She just asked me to ask you what you'll do with it.
Okay.
It should be a decent amount that we're gonna get back. I mean, I've got a number, but we're gonna wait and finish up with them at the next board meeting. I should have it before y'all. Y'all ain't got much on that, sir, but you got a little bit on that. You and the sheriff, so y'all doing good. There you go. Everybody's gonna get scared. Yeah, that's all I have.
Hey, Robbie,
Yes, sir.
on Tubman Circle, where you go around the corner to the right, and you got that ditch that kind of washes out,
Uh-huh.
they want some soft patch near the driveway, going up to that first house after that ditch. That's argue.
So going like up in the curve, up
You
in
go,
the drive.
go down the road, take a right, and go by that curve where the washout usually is. I think y'all finally put some rock in there, some,
They need some,
just some soft patch right there by, it's washing out around there between the curb and the driveway.
and, while I'm finishing up, the playground in Kingston, they had to come back, tighten up a lot of bolts and screws and stuff like that. They could get all that done, get finished, and people can use,
Looks great.
people can use.
Thank you.
All right.
Anyone else? Chair?
Absolutely. How's everybody doing this morning? It's been a busy month of April. I know we're in May, so I'm not crazy about days, but I'm still thinking about April. There's a lot going on. I do have a few things for the board this morning, so let's bear with me 1 second. I have you all's trash reports. I always like to start out with them, so we know who's doing what in this county. We've been pretty busy helping the DA and different people move offices and clear out things, so we done what we could. Red Loop Road, well, actually, I don't even wanna call it roads, but District 1, 221 bags. Warren, your street every week. I'm just messing with you. You know what I'm talking about. Every week I get that call. I get that call every week. District 2, 23 bags, District 3, 23, District 4, 13, and District 5, 34. We low on numbers because we had to help a lot of people move a lot of stuff this week. 314 bags total, but with that being said though, we've had to really rely a lot heavier on, MDOC. They've been helping us out a lot, but inmates, they been sending down because at one point we had gotten really low on people that we can put out to the streets, and I want to be clear with the public, we're not gonna put anybody out there. There's some people who, when they go to jail, they need to remain in there until whatever justice is served, and we are not gonna endanger the public by putting them back out. So we do what we can when we can. I do wanna remind the board that the torch run is on May the 7th at 8:30, Special Olympics, so if you all wanna come down, every year we line up, us and the police department, with these people who are going to participate in the Special Olympics, and we do a loop up Maine, back down Franklin, and those young people, I'm saying young people, but all of them are not young. Some of them are, up in age, but they still participate, they still love it, and they're still full of fire, so hopefully maybe some of you can drop down and just say hello to that group, because it's usually a pretty massive group. Torch run, it's May the 7th at 8:30. May the 7th at 8:30. Also, just want to remind the board that National Day of Prayer is coming up. It's going to be May the 7th, 12 o'clock noon. And if I'm not mistaken, I just seen the flyer that Ms. Lynette helped me get here. Let me make sure the location, looks like it's going to be the band, the gazebo again. Yes. Been trying to find that flyer. So that'll be at the gazebo May the 7th at noon, so hopefully you all can attend that. May the 8th, I would hope that some of you all can step into place too as well. What's going on is several people, I definitely don't want to begin to try to make a fool all sponsoring this. I know, what's his name out here that just opened up the timber place, the new place? Good Hope, yes. I know Good Hope, Ryan Dixon, and a lot of others have put together because they've seen so many tragic events that law enforcement has faced over the last couple of weeks here in this community. So they decided to put on a law enforcement luncheon, and it's gonna be May the 8th at 11:30 at the convention center. So hopefully some of you all can stop in and say hello to some of those first responders, but it's open and that's when it is. I know Colleen also has a junior pinning at 9 a.m. that morning as well. I'm gonna attend because I know my son is one of them. And even though I'm the sheriff, I'm not allowed to miss those type of functions. I am gonna ask the board for permission to something that I just talked to Ms. Lynette about very briefly. I just sent you an email over about I got stuff. I'm asking the board for permission to go after a grant. It's called the FY25 Rural Law Enforcement Crime Reduction Initiative Grant. FY25 Rural Law Enforcement Crime Reduction Initiative Grant. I'm asking the board permission to go after that grant.
You heard the request. Got a motion by Supervisor Gray. Can I get a second?
Second.
Got a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion?
Yeah, is there a match, and is that within his budget?
There's no match on it. There's no match. But if it was, I have some money that I can, but it's no match.
Any other question? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carries.
Thank you. As you all know, we had a lot of transitioning going on over the last couple of weeks. And I want the public to know and the board to know there is no hard feelings. We had 8 people leave and go to the police department, and I'm happy for them because when one area dies out, a new one begins. And that's where we at. The sheriff office isn't gonna miss a beat, and I'm excited about what's gonna happen at the police department now that they have those people in place, because we need good agencies in both places. For the longest, the sheriff office has been relied on heavily in the city and the county. Well, now that they have new people in place, hopefully that'll change. I want the public to know we're still here if they need us, but to give the police department a chance, because it's a new group, it's a new day. You have half of the command staff from the sheriff office went over there. So when I tell you business is gonna pick up, I'm excited about it. What I'm more excited about is criminals not having a place to hide. Whether it's city or county, you might have to see one of us, or you might see all of us here. So I'm not upset about that, but I do want the board to know that I do have to change some things, because what doesn't evolve becomes extinct. We're not set to be extinct, we're set to elevate, and that's exactly what I want to do. I'm proud of all the people over there, but I'm proud of how the young men and the young women over here are stepping up as well. But I do want the board to know this, and this is not a Debbie Downer or anything like that. I want you to know why people say they left, and I'm gonna put it out there publicly, okay? One said they left because they want to see the police department do better. They live in the city, they wanna help. They wanna get trained up because they believe that things can happen the right way, just like it has at sheriff office for the last 10 years. But the rest of them left for money. They got paid a lot more, so upcoming budget year, I have to compete to stay in the game, you all, so I'll be visiting that rodeo as well. 7 left because of money, 1 left because they wanted to train up other officers. I'm saying that public, so I'm excited about it. Moving on, with that being said, though, I have some new hires here that I want to present to the board. Yes, and I'll talk to you all about this so you all will know. And it is a difference. It is a difference in pay. And for to get that kind of money and stay in the same community, I understand it, I respect it, and I'm happy for them. But today, I do want to hire Linton Fitzgerald part-time at $20 an hour. He's going to be a part-time deputy.
Hold on, let me find it.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I'll do
That's all right.
the hires first and then I get to the other stuff. And everything that I'm presenting today is within budget. Me and Administrator Khan have talked about it. She has looked at the numbers. Everything signed off, so I'm not trying to pull a rabbit out of the hat on y'all today, Scott. Be careful with me. Hey, there you go.
Okay, go
Nick
ahead.
Fitzgerald, the third, he's coming in part-time, $20 an hour. We're hiring a new training officer as well, Tamara Newsom, that's T-A-M-A-R-R-A. She's coming in at $20.83 an hour as our training officer for the sheriff's office. Looking forward to what she brings to the table.
Oh, Sheriff, I need to make sure I have her too.
Huh?
I didn't make sure I have her,
Okay.
her paperwork.
I know it's a lot, so I'll take my time on this one. I'll take my time because I know. But the great part about it is we have a county administrator in place who don't mind talking. I'm gonna send you a cake later.
This Fitzgerald is a rehire, right?
He's actually a reserve deputy, but he's coming on as a part-time. So I don't know how you all classify him.
Check rehire.
They got,
Yeah, well, you can put him as a rehire because he never stopped working as a reserve. He just went on the paid side of things. We put him on shift today.
okay. and
Did I say
then-
today? I absolutely said today. He started tonight.
Okay, and the Tiara Newsom is a
She's
new
a new
hire.
hire, yes.
Okay,
The next one that you can look for is Braxton Robinson. Comes from a long history of law enforcement. His grandfather was J.T. Robinson.
okay.
His dad is J.T. Robinson. Whatever his last name, I don't know if it's junior or what, so he's a National Guard, but he wants to help his community, so we're gonna bring him in, $16.81 an hour, new hire.
Okay, he's a new hire. Okay,
Now, these other ones, for a second, we're gonna move over to the jail because I have to tell y'all, those jailers work their heart out with 2 people in there and 9 courts you dealing with. That is a lot of movement. I can't tell you all how much transporting go on, how much running up and down the stairs, and it's just a lot, because one person cannot leave the control room and the other person has to work the jail, and we're constantly filling it in, just trying to help, because that's a lot for 2 people when you have that much going on. But anyway, though, these are gonna be my shift supervisors, because I haven't had one forever. I haven't had a shift supervisor forever. Bradley Campbell, if you find him, I'll let you dig him on out.
What's the salary?
$17.56.
annual salary $36,524.80.
You have Bradley Campbell, and all 4 of these gonna be the same salary, Scott, so all 4 of these. You have Rashana Connor, same salary, $17.56 an hour. Third one's gonna be Darren Harris, D-A-R-R-E-N, $17.56 an hour. Partay Tim's. Did I say this is all in my budget? I did. I just want to remind y'all, because I see y'all looking. Thank you, Miss.
Okay, these are all, you said new hires?
No,
Just
these are
full
pay
time.
changes. Yeah.
Okay.
And Brenda Russell is the last one. For the jail at $20.87. She's the last one at the jail.
We're gonna handle these first, because these are all pay changes.
That's all the jail.
And Lou plans for one. Since he's
We'll just do it
It's
all of them at
universal.
once.
Yeah, because he
Okay.
already switched to.
Okay, from one to the other, okay. Okay, go ahead, Sheriff,
All right.
with the next one.
Y'all done with them? Okay, the next one, these next two have made their 2-year mark at the sheriff office. Well, one has been made, but I'm just catching it, and the other one has made their 2-year mark. And so they go to $20.83 at their 2-year mark. That's Roderick Lewis and Rihanna Mayberry.
Did I see, Rihanna Mayberry in the paper?
You did. Was it for the graduation or
Yeah,
for the rodeo? Because she do a
Well,
lot.
it was rodeo
Okay.
pictures, but I think it was about
Yeah,
graduation.
yeah, she goes all over the country rodeoing, believe it or not. She's like a movie star, I think. California's crazy.
Okay.
All right. And the last one, these are all moving up since a lot of my chain of command is gone now. Half of them are. Lane Vestal, he's gonna move up to $24.88 an hour. D. Sal Davis,
Give the title.
oh, title lieutenant. Is that what you asked me for? Okay. Lane Vestal, and they're all these are different divisions now. Like Lane Vestal, he's gonna move up in the narcotics division as a lieutenant. DeSal Davis is gonna move up as a lieutenant in the patrol division, along with my,
Excuse me, 2488.
sorry, yeah, all these 2488.
Yeah, he said 24.
All these 2488. DeSal Davis, you have him?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Michael Krasik, 2488. He's in the patrol division. Those are the only 3 in the patrol division. That's it on that side, and I'm naming an office manager after probably about 2 years now, Brittany Denard at 23. Had an office manager in 2 years, so changes some things.
Okay. I have them all. You heard the request, can I get a motion?
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Wilson, can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Supervisor Middleton, any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Anything else, Sheriff?
I just wanna say that I'm excited about this new era because I've been watching those new deputies that just came out, some of the other ones. It's like light bulbs just going out everywhere. I've been watching those guys and those ladies elevate their game for the last couple of weeks, and I'm so excited about what's to come because with this new crop of people that we're about to get trained comes new ideas, fresh ideas, and ways of doing things. And half of these folks have military backgrounds too, so that, to me, that matters. Not knocking anybody who doesn't, but I know what comes with it depending on what kind of standing we have, you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited for what they have to offer to this county. I'm looking forward to what's ahead. That's all I have for everybody. Thank you all.
Thank you, Sheriff.
All right.
Any other departmental reports? Any other departmental reports? Okay, we're gonna move on. Any public comments? Any public comments? We got a public hearing, Scott? And what's that, Ratcliffe, is what?
We able to pick it up in 944.
Okay. All right, coming to the table.
Mr. Hutchins, y'all took a breach here about a week or 2 ago, correct?
Look,
Security?
you had your chance, we're not going back there. We're coming to the table now.
I'm not,
You had-
this is security for the county.
Supervisor Gray.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Warren,
that,
I read it in the paper. I was going to recommend in this paper.
Supreme Court dismantled voting right back.
Remove it before it's ever in the system.
Just wanna say that,
You don't wanna listen to it. Because
I don't know what's going on in America, and the governor called a special legislative session to withdraw Mississippi Supreme Court district following the federal court ruling. Trying to figure it out. Just want to say that city government have municipal league and they have NBC Leo, which is the Mississippi Black Caucus of elected local officials, and they have state government, which serve all of us, the legislators, which is the representatives, the Senate. You got the House. County government have MAS as Mississippi Association of Supervisors, and they have the Association of Supervisors Minority Caucus. And on the national level, we have the National Association of Counties, which I am a representative of the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee. And federal government, you have the legislative branch, House, and Senate. That means you have the president, vice president, his cabinet, and the judicial branch, the Supreme Court. And you have the CBC, Congressional Black Caucus. Every form of government, from city, county to state, you have a form of the National Association of Counties. You got the National Organization of Black County Officials. And it's gonna get crazy. And I can't do nothing about what's going on the federal level. But I pray that all that foolishness don't wheel it down on the local level. We all have a responsibility. And I'm the district board supervisor. I'm gonna do all I can to help all the people I can for as long as I can. Now, the governor called a special legislative session to withdraw the Mississippi Supreme Court district following the federal court ruling. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I'm still trying to figure it out. But at the end of the day, everything go on is all about power and control. And people don't realize they'll find it out. God has all the power, He has all the control. And at the end of the day, whatever you do, you're gonna have to pay for it. And I just want to say this. I don't have a problem with discussing nothing with nobody. But I do have a problem when people come before this board and try to attack black people. I do have a problem with that. And I'm just not gonna sit back and let nobody attack nobody, whether they black, white, green, purple, or whatever color. But it seemed like to me, all of a sudden now, it's an attack on black elected officials. They're trying to move them out, they're trying to cut them out, they're trying to do all they can to get rid of black elected officials. And we sit up here and say one nation, with liberty and justice for all. The only plan I have is to move Natchez and Adams County forward. All these other plans, I'm not a part of them, don't want to be a part of them. And I understand everything is about power and control. But at the end of the day, when you do something wrong, you're gonna have to pay. And it's not my job to make you pay. If they got somebody high and looking low, and that go for me too. If I'm doing something I ain't supposed to do, then I'm gonna have to pay. I got a call from the Democrat, and I wasn't able to take the call. But let me say this. They had some numbers somebody showed me in the newspaper. And it was almost a day after we had a meeting. And it wasn't mentioned and said in this meeting. And the only other way, two ways you can get this information. You can call somebody and they can give you this information, or you can get a public record request. So I don't think nobody got no public record request. So I love my community, and I had a good day at church Sunday. One thing about being an elected official, can't be no coward. Cause when it's wrong, you gotta be man or woman enough to say it's wrong, if you wanna have a good county. Cause if you keep on dodging it, it's gonna get you sooner or later. And one thing I'm never gonna do is dodge it. Now, the young man got up and pretty much attacked our engineer. Like he worked for him. Last I know, he worked for this board. He should be going through this board to get the engineer to do something instead of the other way around. I love my community, but it's just certain stuff I'm not gonna sit around and allow to happen. And what's going on is wrong, and we got a lot of cowards that throw bricks and hide their hand. And whatever I do or say, I'm gonna be man enough to say it. And Chandler, they attacked you last week for no reason. But that's what we got going on in the world today. People attacking people instead of trying to have a conversation and doing what's best for the community. You know, there's a lot of throwing bricks and hiding your hand around here, but sooner or later, that brick gonna hit you. I wanna, my sympathy goes out to the Minor family, the Green family, the Bates family, the Coleman family, the Riley family, the Wilson family, not your family, it's another family, the Knight family, Davis family, the Marsaw family. And I was called the other day because a little kid was missing on Creek Street. And the kid ended up dying, and everybody upset. But I guess it was the time for him to go. I guess the Lord called his name, and when he called your name, the only thing you can do is say present. But my sympathy goes out to that little 5-year-old and his family. And happy birthday to one of our workers. She's not here, Miss Deneen Price. And last, I want to say this. The people in this community need to make sure you are registered to vote, because you have the slightest idea of what these people are trying to do. They got all kind of organizations, and they just for themselves. They're not for the community. Just being honest with you. And you need to be careful. And last, I think I'm gonna hold up on that because I might say the wrong thing. But I had a real good day at church Sunday. And this community know what's going on. They know what's going on. And last, I'm not gonna ever stay quiet to the things that matter. If it's wrong, I'm gonna say it's wrong. I'm gonna do my research, and I'm gonna say it wrong. And you can't keep bringing up the same thing when it's already been voted on. It ain't gonna change. The only thing it's gonna do is continue to tear the community up. Because I'm telling you, I had to beg people not to come down here, because I don't want to see my community tore up. But if this nonsense keep on happening, I'm gonna tell them they can do whatever they want to do. Since they want this kind of community, want to tear it up, I'm just gonna let them know. I'm not gonna stop them no more, because they see what's going on, and it really don't even make sense. I love my community. Everything I do is not for me. I promise you. I ain't getting a quart out of this. But what I get on from my check, That's all I'm getting, that's all I want. All my, whatever gonna come from the man up there, and that's a good thing about all this, people throwing bricks and hiding their hand, but you can't hide from the man up there, 'cause he see all this. He see all this. And at the end of the day, I put my trust in him, because guess what? If you don't, you're gonna have to deal with these people throwing bricks and hiding their hand. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Supervisor Wilson.
Mr. Bradford, are all the sirens working?
No, we still, we got the PO, they got the parts ordered, so as soon as the parts get in, they gonna come down. I fixed the ones that was, out.
Okay, which ones are out?
I think we got, one in Booker, all of the four in the city. I think it's a total of 7, we got out of Cranfield Road, out that way, and I think one out of the time.
I'm just still seeing these Instagram messages and everything. I've been waiting around for 4 or 5 weeks, 6 weeks for the sirens to go off, and they ain't gone off yet. And and I'm like, geez, so I just keep asking that question, so one day we'll have them all fixed and maybe we can sound the alarm for everybody, cause it's like, it's just,
It's hard to try to please everybody, you know.
yeah, I know, I just trying to get an update on it.
But yeah, we got the PO for it, they couldn't order the parts without the PO. So once they got the PO, and like I say, it's a backlog, everybody got to understand that, you know, these parts here, they don't make here, so everything is being held up. But like I say, make sure you signed up for HyperReach, Facebook and everything else, because I always say, people hear what they want to hear, they see what they want to see. It's like bad news travel faster than anything. So I'm pretty sure if you get bad news, you can look on your TV and say, we on the tornado warning. So.
There'll be a tornado warning somewhere. Yeah. It'll be around here probably. Okay, once again, Robbie, thank y'all for getting that done out there at the Kingston Community Center. And, always having to go out at night and everything, clean up these storms always seem to hit when y'all off, when they come. That concludes my report.
Supervisor Gaines.
Yeah, and thank you, Brad, for the update, cause I have, I've been in touch with you about that. I got some residents too, they wanna know about them sirens. They wait every first Wednesday and they hit that telephone. Hey, my siren go off.
Yeah.
But I've been staying in contact with them and letting them know, and so, I can pretty much guarantee I'll get a, email when I leave, a call when I leave here, but now I let them know everything is in and it's been ordered and it's in progress. So, and I mean, just like you said, the truth part of it, I'm gonna deliver that true message, but some people gonna understand, some people won't. But moving forward, me and the road manager, Mr. Dollar, went to Pike County one day, week before last. We went over there and met with the engineer from Neil Schaefer over in Pike County, and we rode. And believe it or not, we want to see what scrub seal is. Scrub seal is basically chip seal with a broom behind it. And 90% of those roads over there, it looked like they have been done with scrub seal or chip seal. And we rode some roads that have been done for 5 years and actually holding up. So I actually don't know. I know the last time I wasn't in office, but I knew the last time we tried to chip seal, it was a total disaster around here. Cause I was, riding the roads. I mean, we had rocks wasn't done right. So what I did learn about that, they should be done between, I think, April and September on. They should not be done after September because its temperature makes all the difference in the world. So it's a few things, and so.
Supervisor Gaines, question too. Maybe no, that's not a question. It's just something said about the chip seal. You say you saw some roads that was done like 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
How much traffic on them roads? Because I know if you use chip seals
bunch.
on a road,
Every
there's
18 wheeler traffic.
a
Every
lot of
traffic.
heavy traffic.
18 wheeler traffic.
Really?
Some of them that we went down 18 wheeler traffic and in between some nice neighborhoods, and he took us on several miles with houses there with daily traffic, and it was and that's what he did. we ask them to take us to a highly
High
traveled
traffic.
road.
Okay.
And so, you know, with it being done right, it can be definitely cost efficient if it's done right. So, and then, the base, so, you know, the base had to be put down if it's not surface and level. So we did find out some steps to it to make it work and make it last. So, you know, I just wanted to bring the findings to the board and they said when they, over there, when they, each supervisor, they start to do road, I think he said, a mile of road over there was $180,000 a mile over there, and they can do a mile of chip seal about 40,000 over there, and so it was a significant difference. But I don't know what exactly the company, I forgot to come to him, Robert, they talked about it, but those roads were significantly different from what we seen with the last chip seal, and I think that's the only chip seal that's ever been done here. So, if it's some of those roads there that's, holding up chip seal or scrub seal, actually scrub seal is more than chip seal. And they showed us where they come back and they broom all of the, liquid part of it down in the cracks to help hold it from cracking. And basically after the road is pretty good, then they put a light layer of rock in the tar, but they don't leave it on the road, they sweep it up. But he said it's very much for a good result is temperature. So, and I think they did that one after September of the last time they did it. And so that would be a big problem. So I know going forward, I'm gonna start looking at a couple of roads that I would look at, just trying to be economical to look at getting a couple of them, maybe look at for scrub or chip, you know, but that'll be getting with Robert and what he recommend and stuff like that. So I just wanted to bring that to the board. You know, I'll just say this: we have been having a lot of exciting meetings, and I mean, you know, it's been some tough things, but all I can say is this: you gotta start with number one. You know, I'm gonna do my best to do what I can, and you know, it is real tough. It can be tough in these seats, and some people don't realize how tough it can be in these seats. And so, we all have a responsibility, and you know, it's just, all I can say is it's tough, and I'm gonna do my best to make the right, clear decisions, because, you know, one thing I do know in life, just as life in general, there's always gonna be distractions. I mean, distractions, I don't care if you're doing good, I don't care if you're doing bad. And all I would say with that, do not let distractions take us away from making great decisions of what we did to lead. And I yield the floor.
Supervisor Middleton.
Yeah, the only thing I want to talk about briefly is the gentleman with energy talked about the conversion of the county buildings to LED. I took advantage of it 5 or 6 years ago in a building that we owned, and it's a good deal, but there are other options out there. I think we've talked to Snyder in the past and Upchurch Services, so I don't have a problem with them coming in, surveying this building, but we need to look at other options before we move forward on that. I just didn't want to forget about them. That concludes my report.
Page D.
I don't have anything to do.
Ms. Brandy Lewis.
Just have 2 items. I'd like to have ask the board to have the April meal report for the Adams County Sheriff's Office for announcements, please.
You heard the request, got a motion by Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
And just one other item, I asked the board to please spread across the minutes, the report from our Regional Mental Health Center concerning House Bill 1640. They did submit the report to us, and we're just asking that we spread across the minutes, please.
You heard the request, got a motion by Supervisor Middleton and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion?
What was that, Ms. Brandon?
In accordance with House Bill 1640, our Regional Mental Health Region has to submit a quarterly report to us, and we are required by state audit standards to spread that across the minutes.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
That's all I have, thanks.
That's all you have? Okay, Attorney Scott Slover.
I got a couple items to determine, but also we got a bid for insurance on cyber security. What was it, $10,000 some odd dollars? This wouldn't help us on a present situation, but this would help us in the future. So we've asked the board to go ahead and get that, start having that coverage.
Yearly?
Yes.
You heard the request, can I get a motion?
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Wilson. Can I get a second?
Second.
Got a second by Supervisor Middleton. Any discussion?
Yeah, explain to me what's gonna happen.
So if we were to get hit with some sort of cyber attack, it would be just like a car accident or a lawsuit or fire. So I have insurance coverage that would provide, costs for damages and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that was a question I asked last meeting, what we're gonna get some insurance.
Is there a limit on how much they pay or, and
You know what the cap is on it?
deductible?
We'll shoot that too, you might be good not to.
Oh, okay.
It's guiding everybody.
They negotiated ransoms and stuff like that?
I'll shoot that over to you.
Give me that email too, so I've got it.
So I guess we not 100 back where we need to be after listening to, Mr. Bailey over there, so we still not where we need to be, right?
My understanding as of Thursday, we're not where we need to be. Brandy, is that, does your office have access to everything that you need?
We do not.
The two that I'm kind of aware of is with Terrence and with Brandy's office.
Yeah, that's the two main ones. Yeah, we still don't have access to any of our computer folders at all.
So what we gonna do?
We're working with the consultant.
Is this still the same?
We're working with NetLink, yeah.
No, is this still with the same motion? Is this still?
No.
Just the insurance is all we're looking
Okay,
for.
let me carry the motion first. All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Okay.
I've got it, I can forward it to him.
Yeah, just we'll forward you to the television.
Okay.
'Cause it's-
I got it.
That's all I have.
Okay. Is Ms. Conlon?
Yes, so, I'd like to ask the board's approval for me to take off Friday. I'm headed to Oxford for graduation.
You heard the request?
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Wilson.
Second.
And a second by Supervisor Gaines. All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
And then I already talked to Supervisor Middleton on the A1, Pilates. They're supposed to pick those up, so we will not pay this rental invoice. It's for May, and they'll pick them up. I'd like the board to approve payment of Bassey Aviation Group. This is our project manager for April's, advisory services, $22,520.
That's for the airport.
Yes.
You heard the request?
So moved.
Got a motion by
Second.
Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion?
I don't have no, what was that price?
$23,520.
All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
I have the, third pay request from Thrash, the contractor for the airport. It is $1,045,815.
You heard the request? Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion?
I just wanted to add that they're working 7 days a week, and they seem, I hate to say it because something will happen, but they seem to be ahead of schedule. So, knocking on wood.
That's also dealing with how fast you're working too, so that's a good job you're doing.
Thank you.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 change orders. when we created the budget, we put $200,000 at a bucket of contingency, because we knew we were gonna have things pop up that we either didn't think about, or that, come up that
Unfortunately.
TSA or SkyWest wants, lights in different places than where we had put them in. So, the first one is for $65,960, and it was for adding switches, moving light, switches around, and then also adding, receptacles in different office areas. That was requested by SkyWest and, TSA.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna do them all
Yeah.
together. And then the second one is for $19,843. When we got to actually assessing the parking lot, there was things that popped up that we had not anticipated. So this is to cover, extra, work. I think it's, they had to do some extra paving, undercut. I don't know what that means, but that's what it's for.
Okay.
Then this third one is for $22,982. We were so focused on the hangar that we didn't think about the art building and the flight school. It'd be horrible for them to drive up to a freshly painted hangar and then have the art building looking like it needed painted. So we're gonna paint the art building, repair some of the fascia boards, and paint the flight school. Again, this is back to the parking lot and the other civil things outside. We had to go in and do a little extra work. I think they were digging down to put in the transformer, and the dirt got very moist, so they had to go in and mix it with lime and, to where they could pour concrete. Now put the equipment in and then pour the concrete. So that was $40,878. And then the last one is $22,048. Again, it's just some additional electrical stuff dealing with the telephone system that will be in the new building. And these are all within that bucket.
How do we get the pricing for that? How do we know they're commercially reasonable?
I think Thrash does all that.
But we need to know for the minutes why it's commercially reasonable.
Well, it's commercially reasonable because we have them short deadline too. I'll ask Thrash.
So what is the total?
How do I get the total number?
Right around 172,000.
Thank you.
That's just round numbers though.
Yeah.
About 28,000 now.
Mhm.
That's
Oh.
figured up just like he was.
Yeah.
All right, you heard the request, can I get a motion?
Come on.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Wilson, any discussion?
Is this money coming out of where? Where is it coming from?
We had a $200,000 contingency bucket in the budget.
Yeah, it's not an increase in the value, we just need to know how they got these numbers. Do y'all see anything about that?
So it's gonna think back to like the mechanism of the contract. So you've got, it's not a design bid build contract, so it's not a change order in typical sense. Because it's alternative delivery method, you've got a partnership there. And so they're getting prices from their vendors and their profit is set per master contract.
Okay, pricing is set by Thrash per contract.
Correct.
Thank
So
you,
just-
Graham.
But do you know how they got the,
They're using
all their.
they're using the same subs and
Yes.
vendors from previously contracted? Yeah.
So they have to submit pricing and get all that pricing from their vendors and then profits set in that master contract.
That's it? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
Judge Drake sent over 2 rental contracts for the convention center. Safe Range is already booked for jury selection dates. So I have one rental for May 18th, 2026, and one for August 24th, 2026. And they are $1,800 is the minimal rent that will be paid.
request?
Safe room's already done for jury selection.
No, it's booked, they can't do jury selection in safe room.
Look, we have another vendor for it.
The convention center, that's usually,
No, I'm saying, we rented out the safe room,
yes, we rent out safe room,
so we net a loss.
yeah.
All in favor, say aye.
Uh,
Oh, I didn't get a motion. I didn't get a motion.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton. And a second by Supervisor Wilson. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, the ayes have it, motion carried. You have any?
Okay.
There's a mapping renewal for Tri-State. You know, I think the tax is set to an increase of approximately $20,000.
He needs to present.
And that's what was, my suggestion was that Larry should bring it himself.
Okay, I will let them know that.
We need to figure out this.
There's a Tri-State mapping system. They're set for renewal. It's additional, you know, it's $196,000. We got time. It's not due
Yeah,
until.
it doesn't start till October first, we have time. I have a budget amendment for the tax assessor's office for car repairs. I'm moving funds from other contractual services to repairs and maintenance of $2,000.
You've heard the request.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
I have a budget amendment for, the sheriff's department to their travel account of $8,000. They got reimbursed for their training for two of the deputies.
You heard the request.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
And then I have a budget amendment for the transfer clerk. They received $703.26 to go towards the restoration of records. I think that was a grant?
Yes.
It was a grant.
What was it, 9,007?
$9,703.26.
Yes, that's correct.
You heard the request.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
And then I need to get the board's approval to advertise for the fire truck the ARF fire truck that we were talking about earlier for the airport.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Middleton and a second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.
I got the closeout notification for the COVID fund, which was the $313,000. I'm still waiting for the ARPA closeout confirmation. So, should be here any day.
Okay.
And I think that is it for today. I don't see anything else on this, that's it.
That's all you have? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say this, starting on. There was no disrespect to Mr. Markham about him constantly coming here, with questions. I wasn't gonna continue to answer questions that had already been answered for over 2 months. He was in his board meeting last meeting. I answered those same questions. I'm not gonna continue to be badgered about something that is just ridiculous. He's come here because he's been sent here. And for him to come here and not have his facts about IMS to just hearsay stuff. We have so many naysayers in this county with all this hearsay stuff and made up stuff to try to make people look bad. And it's a constantly, and it is, a constantly attack on blacks. On blacks. And if they have a problem with that, maybe they need to seek God.
Amen.
Cause, I mean, they seeking the wrong people. They need to seek God. They must go to, I don't even see how they sleep. Cause the next morning they wake up, they got something that they got to come and attack people with.
You gonna get it back.
And that's bad. That's bad. And like Supervisor Grace say, people sit up here and they throw stones and hide their hands. We know who they are. They think they hide their hands, but they sit on them, but we know who they are. We know who they are. So my thing is, I feel sorry for them. I really do. I've been here 38 years. I have tough skin, and I'm not just gonna sit here. Hello. I'm not gonna sit here and be constantly attacked. They gotta learn. I already know. So if I have something to say, I'm not gonna throw a stone and hide my hand. I'm gonna say it. That's all I want to say on that issue. I need to get approval of Reverend this the corner. He has a new hiring. What he's doing, he's replacing someone. I think someone quit, it's just a new one, or just not the one that quit and he needs to replace them with it. It's just a totally new hire.
Who is that? It's for,
Card music.
he was supposed to come and present that.
Well, that's what I told Sharon.
Yeah.
Is this a totally new hire?
He needs to come and present that. Yes, it is a new hire.
Okay. All right. What about the one that he was trying to replace? Somebody quit and he was trying to replace
I
him?
don't know, but we told him he needed to come.
Okay. The next one is Miss Clementine Lewis, for the MAS. She works for the MAS, conference. We need approval for her to travel.
Second.
Got approval by Supervisor Middleton and a second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Next thing is, road bond funding. How much money do we have in the road bond funds? Do you have any information of stuff?
It's spending it since.
Only just to pay the notes. That's what I want, right?
What is it?
The two.
No, the what we had left.
The
What we had left.
Oh, yes, I did do that. I didn't use it, so
You
yes,
had
I did.
bond.
You pay it at one time when the bond was, it's erroneous.
11, 12, 14.
Funded, but it's
Yeah.
A, B, C, and D.
Okay, so. Let's see.
I think we have like 500 and some thousand left.
And I hate to say that, but that's what I have in my
That's
head,
it.
but she's gonna give you.
Yeah,
a percent.
I did, I reconciled it.
You don't wait till after executive session, she can give you the final number.
Yeah.
If you want
I'll
to
go
continue
ahead
your
and
report.
yeah.
Yeah,
All right, summer workers, each supervisor, have you got your 2 summer workers? For the summer,
I'll get mine.
I've sent
Okay.
one up here, but
okay. Supervisor Gaines, you have yours?
Yeah, they
You have yours, you have both of yours?
Both of them.
Okay. All right, I think I got the file, but I have to look through it. What about you, Supervisor Gray?
Well, as I know, I am.
Okay. I'm gonna go for this file and I'll get back with you all, to let you all know who was missing, but you don't have yours yet. Okay. I was just, trying to get those summer workers, applications in. Next thing is the employment applications for the administrative assistant. The county administrator has submitted all of us copies of them. We probably wanna go through them as quick as we can, so we can start probably looking forward to start interviewing by next week. Everybody got copies? Okay. We're probably gonna what, pick? Three? Okay, we'll pick 3 and interview, start the interviewing, next week.
do have it, there's a balance of $268,850.
200 what?
$268,850.
What happened to the rest of it?
I put some of the, Morgantown Road that we had this year against it, was that not right?
You can go back and see.
We can't do that. We can't, that's right.
Some
We
of
already
Town
have
Road
did.
went into it, but we'll go back and I'll reconcile it.
Okay, okay. But it should have.
I'll go back with her and make sure she's got it, you know, relate like it is.
All right,
Motion to close
All right.
termination.
that's all you have? Okay. We need a motion for close determination.
I make motion to close termination.
Motion by Supervisor Gaines and a second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried.